And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaumburg. And a big-time win streak is on the line today, Chris.
No one's really sure how much a manager impacts wins and losses over the course of the season, but I'll say right now, this manager has been making all the right moves.
Just about ready to roll. And today's starting pitcher, Garrett Crochet. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Robert makes the grab, one away. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And one to watch, of course, their three-hole hitter, Chipper Jones.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1-1.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Now 2 out.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And now it's going to be Chipper Jones. Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, and you got a chance.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Angels held in check. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now at Fenway. And today's starter, Corbin Burns.
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. And the pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Burns, a former Cy Young Award winner. He throws a cutter, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Take a look at the lineup. Needless to say, this is an aggressive lineup. They've drawn fewer walks than any other team in the league.
I didn't walk very much, but I'll tell you what, it drives me a little crazy to see it. I mean, we're in this modern era of baseball, and we know how important walks are. You get runners on base, they end up leading the runs. But this whole lineup just seems to be made up of players who come to the dish. They don't have a plan. They come unglued right away. You've got to make that pitcher work a little bit more. It's not like you're going to get a steady diet of meatballs all game long.
Fantastic might be the way to describe it. And that should be extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
1 down. Rafael Devers now at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Liner caught at second.
Yikes, that ball was scorched. An absolute missile. It almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Hard hit left side. Aaron over to first. And that is that. 1 left for the Red Sox. Scoreless. Back here in Boston, new inning getting started. So in now for the Angels, Mike Trout. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Out at 99. And it's 0-2. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Logan O'Hoppe, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
And that one fouled off. 0-1 now. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Got it! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
What it do, what it do, what it do. I was starving at the bottom, needed food. Make a move, make a move, make a move. Make a move, make a move.
Back in Boston, bottom of the inning. Luis Robert now. And a pitch. That's in there. Strike one. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, from a 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Ground ball, left side. Chipper fires to first. And they take care of Robert for the out. And Manuel Valdez getting ready to hit. 2nd in the AL in home runs. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. A gigantic blast. His 41st home run of the season. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So up next, Luis Angel Acuna.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019. He threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. There's a swing and a miss. The main adjustment that Corbin Burns made was that he got rid of his 4-seam fastball and really leaned on the cutter. That is his signature pitch. And now today, he is a cutter, sinker guy, and the 4-seamer really doesn't make much of an appearance. So digging in, Roman Anthony. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back after this on the on to the 3rd inning. Brandon Drury to the plate. Swings through that. Crochet in his 6th season. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. The line of the pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Kicks and deals. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball. The line of the pitch. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now the DH, Alfonso Soriano. Right through there for a strike. The Red Sox up by a run here in the 2nd game of the series. And that one got a piece of him.
You know, the best way to forget about the pain is inflicting some pain, and working your way around the bases and touching home plate is a way to stick it to that other team.
Throw to second, he's safe.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Crochet, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Soriano leads off second with one gone in the inning. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Right to start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Back to the top of the lineup, and next for L.A., Vladimir Guerrero. And a foul ball. 2 outs.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
And 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Anthony pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Angels lead 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Hunter Goodman. And he deals. Base hit, center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. And now the center fielder, Jarren Duran. Grounded out his first time up. Ball 1, no strikes.
Burns, like a lot of guys in the majors, played several sports growing up. He was a really good football player in high school, actually, which makes sense when you look at his build. But ultimately, he chose to pursue a career in baseball.
That one is blasted. Left field towards the monster. And it hits off the monster. Around third. The throw in. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
And next for the Red Sox, Jackson Holliday. Doubled in his first AB. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they're up by 3.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag to tag takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it, but a really good job of getting that run in from third.
Devers in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Oh, 0-2 now.
One
And
ball,
there's a ball.
2 strikes.
2 runs across in the inning here in the last half of the third. Next pitch is outside. Right side. Guerrero under this one. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. And
That's
the first
ball.
pitch misses for ball 1. Ripped to short. Sends it across to first, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors. Back here at Fenway. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Ryan Braun. Crochet back to work. Splits the plate. 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Strike two.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now, just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in, so hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
The Red Sox leading by 3. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
2 strikes.
The wind to kick the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
The 1-2. Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's Mike Trout. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average.
0-2 now. Really missed. Struck him out. Angels retired. 1-2-3. Angels go quietly there. Still down 3-0. Bottom of the 4th, and now it's Luis Robert. The pitch. And a good eye there.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Valdez in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. The pitch. Hit hard, that gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
And there are 2 down. And now the right fielder, Roman Anthony. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Valdez off of first with 2 away. Center field sizes this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Ready now for the 5th inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Logan O'Hoppe. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Angels just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
A little bit high. 1-2 to count.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Good eye in that spot.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Some high G's for strike 3.
That kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Aaron batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one lifted to left. Robert makes the grab on the run.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Drury in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And now the lefty. That one in there across the letters.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
That one missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Angels are gone in order. They trail in this one 3-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. And the right-hander back to work. In the air, out towards left center. Puts it away for the out. Now batting Jarren Duran.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Ball 1, no strikes.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Oh! Big Dog's got to eat. His 16th homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Change up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
So 1 out, nobody on. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit. That one hit to right. Guerrero pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Rafael Devers.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Guerrero ranging back on him. And that baby's gone. A close shot. It's 5-zip. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
So 2 down. Now batting Tristan Casas. And that one hammered. And that baby's gone. A massive home run. And they add on. It's 6-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dig.
Take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Ryan Borucki. He's into the game with the bases empty. So 2 away with nobody on. Luis Robert will hit next. That's to third. Oh, what a stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
Back inside Fenway Park. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the DH, Alfonso Soriano. And ball 1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
That's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swings and misses, and there's 1 down.
It gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. That one close, ruled a ball. 3-1 now.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Swing and a miss. In the air, left field. Robert moves under it. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. Front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Guerrero in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And the slider just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Next one misses, and that's ball 3. Now a fly ball to right center. On the move. Drops into the glove. And that is that.
Never stop me from being a good way.
Well, we go bottom six. And now the DH, Manuel Valdez. Here comes a pitch. In the air, center field. Trout sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball one. Baraki, in his 8th season, 32 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws to first in time. And that's an out.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Anthony at the plate now as he chases after that one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Whips it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Nothing doing for Boston. They lead it, though, 6-0. Here's a line drive, and that's going to end the no-hitter. It's a base hit, and it bangs off the monster. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He made a great run at it, Boog. I mean, he had their hitters off balance.
The third baseman.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Garrett Crochet departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Sixto Sanchez.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
And the batter now, Chipper Jones. That one in triple digits.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog. Get back on track. His team needs him.
Right-hander kick steals. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. He scores. It's 6-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
One gone runner at first. And here is... They get one. Out. Back to first for 2, and that'll do it. So it may be too little, too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And we're back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. Foul ball there.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
The 1-1. Line drive. It gets down. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So the lineup flips over. Jarren Duran digs in now. He's already homered in this game. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
To the right side. And it gets by him.
The guy rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot him through for a knock. You'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Digging in, Jackson Holliday, 1 for 2. Hit in the air, center field. Trout is there. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. Rafael Devers up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. That was blasted to the moon. His second home run of the game, and they tack on 3. It's 9-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. So many times a sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter. But that time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through it.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Jimmy Herget.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
1 out, base is empty. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. 1 for 3. First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Here's a 1-1. Pulls that one foul. The Red Sox up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one ripped. That's back. Bang! They go back to back. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 10-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So stepping in for Boston, Luis Robert, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swung on, belted. Trout ranges back and brings it in at the wall. Next is the designated hitter, Enmanuel Valdez. A little out front there as he swings through it. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tyler Matzik warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Floro also getting ready. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Left field. Squeezes it. And the inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 10-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Fenway, all set for the start of the inning. Henry Aaron digging in now. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. And a swing and a miss there.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
And he takes it himself for the out. And next for the Angels, Brandon Drury. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. His 9th homer of the year. It's 10-2. that was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And now, Alfonso Soriano. He swings and fouls one off. And the right-hander deals. Not close with that one. And the count is 1-1. In the air, right field. Anthony sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's 2 away. So in now for the Angels, Tony Clark. And that's in there at the knees. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 out, space is empty. Stays alive. On the ground to third. Gathers and throws to first. And that'll do it. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. And now an 8-run lead at 10-2. You're watching bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for Boston, Luis Angel Acuna. That one hammered left field. And that baby's gone. His 12th of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 11-2.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Dylan Floro takes over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now it's the right fielder, Roman Anthony. On the ground, Drury. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Hunter Goodman. There's a strike. And he chases a high fastball there.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's 2 away. And next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. Liner, base hit. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Runner at first with 2 away. Jackson Holiday up next for the Reds. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. The run scores all the way from first. And it's now 12-2.
Waste no time there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance, and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And it's scoring position with 2 away. Now it's Devers at the plate. Ripped, but it curls foul. Man on second, 2 down. And it's fouled away. Righty to the plate. And now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Out towards right center. That's well struck back there. And that baby's gone. And he's gone yard again. Home run number 50 on the year. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 14-2. Zingy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now.
Now Tyler Matzik will take over on the mound.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Two outs, nobody on. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Touches down, that's a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
And here is Luis Robert. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And it's off the Green Monster. And that's a double. Throw and it gets away. And Manuel Valdez up next for the Red Sox. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Casas at third. Robert on at second with two down. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the OVP move. Sometimes that trade-off is worth it, but well, sometimes it's not.
Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. One run is in. Another comes in to score, and they extend their lead. And he's in at second with a two-out double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in the mechanics.
So up next, Roman Anthony. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout. Popped up on his way in. Makes the grab after a long run. And that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now Vladimir Guerrero. In the first pitch, misses for ball 1. Sanchez, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Right-handed reliever. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And the pitch. Got him swinging. Now the left fielder, Ryan Braun. Right through there for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Now at the plate, Chipper Jones. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. That's a little bit low.
2-0.
2 outs. Just off the inside edge. Hit to second, and this should do it. Throw to first. And the Red Sox take the first 2 games of this series.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
So this one got a little out of hand. From Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.